Well, I'm curious. How long have you been an empathy enjoyer?
I just realized he can see my whole background in the Discord call. Also, sorry for the jump scare. I don't know why it's doing that. Hello? Hello?
Oh, what the heck? I got multiple calls going on. I think.
Ooh.
I was watching your stream. No wonder why that happened.
Oh.
That's funny.
You thought like you were supposed to be on and then it was just actually the stream?
No, I was away making a coffee because I'm very tired, so I didn't know what was going on.
Well, I appreciate you coming on in all your sleepiness.
Of course. I will need to go and finish it up though. So I will see you in a minute.
Finish the coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it. You can, yeah, bring it. Wait, what is? I'm scared. Is he gonna bring you a giant coffee? Is he gonna pour coffee all over the camera? I'm scared. Oh, I could do that. Yeah. Hey everybody, it's me. I'm iDubbbz. Hey everybody, this is my best impression. It's me, iDubbbz. Control Z. Control. Nothing happened.
All right, I'm here.
Sweet. I was worried you're gonna come back with like a giant coffee cup or like I was gonna get pranked or something. But thanks for not pranking me.
No. I'm not in my prank era.
No more pranks?
No more pranks.
Did you used to be a prankster growing up?
There is one specific video that was the most pranky I've ever been. And it's when I was visiting, where was it? Boston, I think. And I went into like to see the Liberty Bell, and I brought in like a red snapper that I got from like a local fish market. And yeah, it was very strange. I don't know why I did that, but
A real
it was kind
live
of
fish?
a funny, cute experience.
Oh my goodness. Kitty.
Yeah, we got a creature here.
What is that dog's name?
This is Merlin.
Wow, so handsome.
he is.
What a great name too.
Yeah, he's I sometimes call him Grumpy Cat because he looks a little bit like a kind of a tired grumpy cat.
He does. How long have you had that guy? Nice ears
He's
too. He's
2.
like a goblin's
we had-
ears.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, hi. Is
He's a
that
nice guy.
Anissa? Hello.
Yes, it's a niece in the back.
Hi.
She said hi.
Sweet.
How's it going?
It's all right. It's good. You know, been better, but not too bad. I'm sleepy
Yeah.
from the stream and stuff. As you know, I'm going through some
Yeah.
legal stuff, which hasn't been the best. Hasn't been the best.
Dude, I was thinking about that. I was like, this is kind of a cool thing because I might be potentially going through some legal stuff as well. So, what a perfect name for a stream.
Exactly.
Suit Stream Mondays with iDubbbz.
Cope stream. Hopefully, I'm not like cursing you, but yeah, you've been threatened with litigation recently.
Yeah, it's been a threat as far as I can tell. Like, I don't want to jinx it too much because, it's, but I guess I'm not superstitious. He'll do what he does.
Sure. Yeah. I think I kind of jinxed it with me because I talked about it on a podcast because I was like, yeah, this seems like
Hey!
10 months ago,
I will say, sorry to interrupt.
Oh,
This
Anissa has something.
This
No
is
worries.
certainly going to curse us a little bit.
Ah, curse!
I
Jinx!
Probably a little bit.
Yeah.
We
But
might-
we got to show support to our brothers and sisters who are going through it.
Sued sisters. Yeah, it's definitely completely like I have this thing set up that my lawyer set up where if I start talking about something that I shouldn't be,
Oh, that's sick.
we can press the button again when she wants to let me. So it's better to not talk about it. But if there's anything
Yeah.
you do want to talk about it, nope.
Nah, dude. Yeah, I haven't wanted to, but it's one of those things where what are you gonna do when you're online? That's sort of a lot of the, I'll spend weeks or months avoiding the topic, and then it'll crop back up. So no worries.
kinda got
There's
eyes
plenty
on-
to talk about.
You got sort of laser eyes on you, it seems like. I mean, a lot of people just kind of because you're streaming more now, right?
Yeah, but I've started to do it less because that was one of those things where I think I've realized that streaming really isn't my jam, but and I think as well like it's a little bit more fun to not stream like a job and just do it more occasionally couple days a week has made me feel so much better. Before I was like, all right, if I'm going to do this, I got to do it like a regular job. I got to do this 5 days a week, man. But fuck that. That made me hate it.
How come? Just tiring?
Yeah, well, just because I did this in the first place so I can avoid having a regular job, and so I don't have a schedule and I can work when I want. So I kind of, maybe I thought like, oh, maybe more of a routine will be better for me. That shit was not better for me. It made me hate it. It was kind of an experiment just because, you know, I've been doing the YouTube thing for so long, but now I'm a little bit more jazzed up to do YouTube. So I've been working on some videos in the background. I just put out one, which is like a callback to an old series I had making fun of Kickstarter projects. And that was fun. That was fun to, I looked back at some of the old videos and I was like, oh man, these are shit. There were some, you know, aspects that I, you know, want to take and, you know, bring that energy back in the modern era, but there's definitely some things where I'm like, I'll leave that shit behind.
What was it? Like, what were the things you wanted to keep and what did you want to toss?
I think I wanted to keep the general, like, unseriousness, a little bit more joyous and jovial sort of attitude, where it's like, yeah, I'm just here to have fun and goof. It's not that serious. But then there was like a little kind of insecure, snarky side where I'm like, oh man, like I know what I was doing in some of these videos where I'm like, I don't know, just felt a little too mean-spirited sometimes. Or just, in some cases, just kind of dumb and just not funny. Like, didn't really age well, some of the jokes. But what are you going to do? Some jokes won't age well, and I'm trying to embrace that a little bit more, you know?
It's also like you just change, because that was, what, 8 years ago? Like, you've probably changed so much that watching something where you are clearly feeling some type of way of something and make a joke that's a little mean, and you are more mature now and older, you're like, that's kind of embarrassing, but like I could see where I was coming from with that at the time, you know, but it is cringe.
Yeah, I've tried to have a little bit more gray thinking when it comes to a lot of those ideas, where it's like, okay, this is not like the worst thing in the world, but it's also not fucking something to cheer for and champion, you know? It's somewhere in the middle, and maybe the middle is just cringe and distasteful or whatever. But yeah, it's been cool. There's so many different like creative projects that people come up with. Yeah, it just feels like a good time to bring that series back, because there's people making shit with AI. There's all sorts of goofy things happening right now. So I'm having fun with it.
Do you watch a lot of YouTube? Like other creators? What is your consumption diet?
Man, my consumption lately has been a lot of like woodworking videos. Because I've been getting in my blue collar era, and a lot of Slay the Spire 2 content. That's about it, though.
I haven't played that, but like woodworking, as in like like making tables and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I have a.
Are you making your own tables?
Yeah, I got this box I've been working on.
Is that dovetails?
Those are dovetails.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Thank you. Yeah, so I was taking a class. It was only about like a month and a half, but in that time, they taught us all the, you know, basic like hand tool stuff. And my next move is getting onto the machinery, the heavy machinery.
Oh, okay. I got super into like wood refinishing stuff. I got this table on Marketplace that I really like. The finish is kind of sticky though. Like it's not super great. And YouTube has so many good long form videos that's like, they're super chill. They're nice and they're fun to watch because they're nice and calming. But then they go through all the, you know, the steps to refinish a thing. You can scrape it, you can sand it, you can use, you know, paint, whatever it's called, that takes all the stuff off. And finding like a lot of satisfying YouTubers. And then I didn't end up actually trying it, but lately I got a shitty old car recently, and I've been like fixing it up and learning about how to do that. And it is kind of fun to be like, okay, I have a fake job, my hands are soft because I'm just on a keyboard all day and I don't really do anything, but then I like put my jeans on and go out into to my apartment parking lot and I jack the car up and I'm getting all oily I got Carhartts from Depop so I can, you know, cosplay a little masculinity and blue collar.
Poser.
Exactly. Everyone's walking by like, fuck you, you don't actually work on it, but I do. I learn how to bleed brakes, and I learn how to, I switch my brakes, and yeah, all sorts of stuff like that. That's kind of fun to learn about, because I had a Tesla, horrible decision to get. I got it when I was first, you know, popping off on YouTube, and then I stopped popping off on YouTube for a little bit, and also Tesla values got cut in half because they're kind of shitty and they really don't retain their value. So I couldn't sell it, you know, for a long ass time. But I finally sold it, and I got an old Honda, and I love it. But it is one of those things where it's like, now I can like learn about it and work with my hands. And I don't know, I love that. I mean, I'm sure you feel that way about woodworking.
No, that's super cool. I'm scared of cars. Like, that seems like a whole complicated thing. But like a block of wood, gluing together a piece of wood, jointing it, that all seems very like doable to me. But you know, I've changed my oil once, and I was like, that was pointless. Why do I spend my time doing that?
Messy.
But yeah, exactly. It was that was an experience. But I mean, fixing things up, it's very satisfying. It's I mean, there's a whole ASMR industry now of just people making shit look nice and new, and I follow that. I don't know if you've seen that guy's videos. This old black guy who goes around in his neighborhood and just fixes up everyone's shit.
Like fences and
he just does it all for free. And he's got such a good vibe. I'm very jealous of his vibe, because he just seems to be unbothered completely, but he's just working his ass off for free in a lot of cases, or for very cheap. And it's also, you know, it's good content. You know, you learn stuff from watching it. It's nice.
It feels good too. It's like, wow, there actually doesn't even need to be anything crazy, anything like a Mr. Beast video. You know, people get helped or whatever by it, but it's a little intense when it's just somebody going up to like an old lady like, hey, I noticed your yard was a little overgrown. What if we cut it? And she's like, oh, that's gonna be pulls out the purse with the coins, and she's like, I don't know. And you're like, but wait, it's free. And she's like, are you serious? And that creates such genuine sweet moments. And I mean, they make $1 million because the videos pop off, but it's also kind of like, that's nice. That's fun to watch. It's satisfying seeing the before and after, you know?
Yeah, I do like that. It's a simple kind of authentic spin on the giving $1,000 to the homeless, or whatever you would categorize those videos as.
That was his first one,
charity
right?
kind of stuff. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Or like, I mean, I don't know what it was at this point. Yeah.
What's the dragon?
Yeah, I also...
Sorry.
What's that? No, go ahead.
I see a stream clip of you, and you have a dragon on your head.
Oh, yeah.
What's the dragon?
On my head.
On your face? Or maybe you're just the dragon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a guy. His name's
like, have you seen your stream?
Lagoon.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's a friend of mine. His name's the Scorched Lagoon, and he is British. I met him when he came over here, though, to the States. I met him at PAX East, and he's just a chill guy, man. He's super woke. He just says it like it is. He doesn't care about hurting people's feelings, and I really appreciate that about him. That's
good. That's good to have somebody on stream to like let that part of him loose, you know?
Yeah. I think he saw, you know, what I was doing on stream. He's like, dude, do it like this. But, you know, that comes with some consequences, you know. Letting the Scorched Lagoon go off on my stream, of all streams, it was like playing with fire sometimes.
When you're making a video, like, what do you feel about that process, that, like, lately getting back into it? Like, what is your favorite part of that process?
Gosh, I think, it's a good question.
Yes.
I kind of like having a bit of a shit video, or like a boring video, when I'm finished with it. And then when I get my hands on the editing and I'm like, all right, like, let's make this shit watchable. Like, that is a really good feeling. because oftentimes I think like I'm just not exactly like clued in to whether it was a good recording session or not. You know, like I'll have it in my head like, oh, this is the thing that's gonna pop off, but oftentimes like I'm very misaligned with what people enjoy watching, and I'm like, okay, well, like turns out everyone liked this shit that I didn't think was funny at all. So kind of like piecing things together. Yeah, I don't know. It's been so long since I made more regular YouTube videos that like a lot of it, now that I'm like trying to, you know, use the website properly and everything, I'm making like some shorts and stuff, and I'm like, damn, it's a new era. Like I did not think shorts would be a thing I'd ever bother doing, but I'm doing it. And I'm like, okay, like there's a little, it's kind of nice because there's a little bit of an incentive to repurpose the babies that you cut into like more, you know, use all your offcuts for something. In this case, YouTube Shorts. So it's been fun. There's some new things I'm learning.
Yeah, it's the final edit, or like just that process is I don't know, you get to really fix things up and switch it from like creator brain to viewer brain. Where you're like, I'm watching this back a bunch of times and being like, okay, I can just keep making this funnier if I keep really subtly touching it. And I don't know, editing is its own art, and it takes, I used to think like, oh, I'll edit this video quick, I'll just chop it up and like put it together. But if you really want to make something good, it takes like I don't know, for me it takes like a lot of effort and time kind of, but it can be the most rewarding, I feel like.
Yeah, you can get addicted a little bit to the like refining it in the editing process. Like, you know, I have friends who will send me their completed video basically and be like, all right, I like this needs something else, you know, like what is it missing exactly? And it's like, dude, like just fucking send it. You're already like, you know, you're drained from doing all the editing. Like, you know, making a whole nother video basically is like, it's just not worth it a lot of the time. I had that problem for a little while where I was just like, you know, a little too precious about the editing process, and I'm like, I need to get, you know, third party perspective on it, you know, because, you know, I only know like I love the ADHD cuts where, you know, there's not a single moment to sit and think or breathe. You know, I don't let my videos breathe a lot of the time, and I'm like, I like that. But I've talked to some of my, you know, friends who are big into editing, and, you know, they're way, it makes sense, right? That like I think they've watched some of my videos before, and it's like, god damn, like slow it down. And after watching theirs, I'm like, oh yeah, I really can slow it down, but I don't know if I want to.
It's crazy the gap between how you view your own videos when you're like watching it like, oh, I keep cutting it down, keep making it funnier and more interesting and more poppy, versus how people in just regular viewers interpret it, or like, I don't know, your parents or whoever's watching it. I remember I edited a video for the TMG guys. I used to edit for Noel, and
Yeah.
they were doing like I think it was a That's Cringe, that series they did. And it was my first one editing, and so I really wanted to keep the job and like really pop off and do a great job. So I cut it up so crazy style. Like it was like borderline YouTube poop. Like it was really, really crammed together, lots of effects, lots of
man.
like I went so hard, and I at the end I like with each pass I would send it to Noel and be like how does this look? And they were both like, fuck yeah, that's great. Like it's so funny, it's so good. And that was giving me more confidence, so I kept adding to it. By the time it was done, I was like, this is the best edit I've ever done. They dropped it. Everyone fucking hated it. Every single person in the comments were like, this is the worst thing ever. Why would you do this? Why would you ruin our Cody and Noel, our perfect boys? They're so funny on their own. And I was mortified. And I commented on the video apologizing. I look back, it's 5 years ago, apologizing, because I was like, I mean, I kind of half apologized. I was like, but I mean, Noel and Cody both cleared it, so like that is kind of on them. But ultimately, I am sorry to everyone. And it was just interesting because, you know, for all three of us, we watched it and we're like, oh, this is amazing. But everyone else was like, why would you ruin a good thing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. That's like, You know, especially when someone's got very much like a personality channel and they just want to sit there and, you know, kind of consume it at like a normal pace. Like, you know, it's like we watch a lot of Rhett and Link. We'll watch that like in the morning when we're eating breakfast, Good Mythical Morning. And like, I like watching their thing. It's like, oh man, it's just like a couple of guys. There's like not very many hard cuts. And it's almost like a big decision if they try to like ever cut it in the middle of it. Because you're just meant to feel like you're there with the guys playing the game or whatever. And yeah, you feel it. It's very slow.
It requires a certain
human,
like stage presence or like vibe as a person that I feel like it's rare. Like good a YouTuber that can just talk and not need that much to it is, I mean, because film and TV, that's everybody is like that. But YouTube, I don't know. I remember like early videos where this delivery and this whole thing is not that good. It's not like I can't go on and on and on. But with the power of editing, it's amazing. But yes, I mean, Rhett and Link are like, yeah, they're great. I don't know.
Well, it's amazing how there's almost like different dialects and speech patterns. Dialect might be the wrong word, but speech patterns for different genres of YouTube video. Like when you watch all of the science YouTubers, almost all of them have like a bit of a Vsauce in the way they speak and the way they present the information, or Veritasium. It's all just like it flows in a very particular way. It's hard to describe what that is, but I've also seen it with political YouTubers and streamers. You know, either adopting like fucking like a Destiny way of speaking. I've seen that, and then I've seen in a couple instances adopting a Hassan way of speaking. And I'm like, it's barely there. You really have to pay attention to notice it, but it's super fascinating.
Do you ever see anyone kind of, you watch a video and you're like, oh, that guy's doing me?
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure, dude. Like, it's a little bit depressing because it's like, you know, it's like a me that I'm not super proud of, you know. It's not super refined, but yeah, there's plenty of like commentary YouTubers that I've gotten that vibe off of, you know, when they're doing their content cop-esque videos, or, you know, just something like that.
What's the best content cop derivative that you've seen, if there's a good
derivative
one? Like somebody, you know, kind of doing the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that's hard to say because I think for me, it's no, Fiona. For me, it is. I think a good content cop most of the time is just someone doing a proper video essay, and or about like a particular person or whatever. I don't know. I'm not like I make and have made content cops, but I'm gonna be honest. It's just not my style of content to watch, I guess. Yeah.
Keep those separated.
Yeah, and it's part of the reason why I'm like less into making those videos these days, is because it's just, you know, I want to make things that are a little bit more aligned with what I enjoy watching anyway. So, yeah, just following the pull from the audience a little bit less, like, you know.
Sounds like
they matter. The audience matters, but maybe like
matter.
30 to 40%, you know. I gotta take the other percentage of what I want to actually make.
Do you feel like that pull of like, it sounds like in a more positive direction, in like a less like, I don't know, heavy critical, obviously still critical, but is that pull aligned with politics at all for you? Or like aligned with the types of things that you, maybe politics is a fine way of putting it. But...
Yeah, like, I think politics have always been like involved in my content. It just like was Trojan horsed in a lot of ways for people that allowed them to think that the videos were just fun goofiness. And I guess I'm more in line with just doing that again, where it's like, hey, it's not even necessarily to say that it's a Trojan horse, because it makes it seem like super like intentional and devious or whatever. But like, if it allows the viewer to kind of still enjoy the video and not be as like overtly in their face, because it seems like people get super offended, especially with my content, when it's said in a particular way, because I've made a lot of videos that are like overtly political and do have a very overt message. Like one of them that I can think of off the top of my head that people really enjoyed was a video about lotteries and contributing to lotteries, and how it's just a bad way. It's like it's just taxing the poor, basically. It's a very regressive tax. And because I didn't attach, the word woke or progressive or anything to the video, and I was just being goofy and said some slurs or whatever, like a lot of people didn't realize that was actually a very progressive, woke video. And it's hard for me to grapple with that a little bit, because I want to be able to say, like, don't be fucking stupid, like this is obvious, let me say it, let me spell it out for you, because clearly some people don't get it. But I understand it. People want to feel safe and comfortable in their YouTube watching. So I'm
Do you feel like
just gonna be a little bit more intentional, I guess?
Yeah, the Trojan horse thing. Do you feel like, are you able to tell when that works? Like when it influences viewers in maybe subtle ways, or in ways that you leave them more amenable and more I guess I don't know the word, but more prepared to onboard the ideas, maybe just not explicitly. Maybe
it's hard, because I think people really compartmentalize these things in their head, and they like to bridge that gap for something like the criticizing this very capitalist institution of like a lottery system, and then like walking that to other ideas. It's kind of like that stays in its own thing, where people can't really say like, I'll use this as an example for why this sucks or this is good. It's hard, I think there are probably ways of doing it, but I can't really, it's maybe asking too much to try to make a difference, entertain, be funny, and then also make like a coherent video. Like sometimes it's like, be funny and do a video like within your principles, and if people are able to take something from it, cool.
Pick two.
If they're not, well, at least they had something to eat their popcorn with or whatever.
What's been the most positively received or maybe effective in translating that, like people saying, oh, this really changed my mind or interested me, in your last, like, I don't know, few years of videos?
It's hard, because I've taken a lot. I really haven't been very I haven't really obscured the idea too much. The idea that I'm arguing, it's been very like, this is the thesis statement for like what I believe, kind of thing. And but I think one of them that was good, that I think had a fairly decent reception, was my video about Iman Khalif, the female boxer out of North African country. I forget. Algeria. I think Algeria. And basically, there was just so many, ignorant people out there claiming that she was a man, and they have no idea what like the history of the Olympics and gender testing has been about. But I realized that, through my research, there's like so much. Like the Olympics have been through this so many times, and there are so many women who've got completely owned through the process of, gender testing. And so, all of the things leading up to this, they weren't, it's basically, the video sort of served to just tell people, like, you do not know what the history behind this, the history of whether it be intersex people, whether it be women with certain conditions, or any of this. You have not considered any of that, so just have some faith that the Olympic Committee and other people have done their due diligence, and it's also not that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's an important element of it, is like, chill out. But you saw lots of videos, an onslaught of the slop tube types, the regressive types, just jumping on this without knowing anything about it. Seems like that's kind of like a general trend.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I mean, it was a lot more less of a commentary channel kind of thing to cover, or slop tuber thing to cover. It was, I would say, a lot more of a, that one in particular was more of a mainstream conversation that, the likes of, I don't know, Sky News, Fox News, all of these networks were very interested in covering it. But it's kind of nice. It feels, I think sometimes when it's a topic that's a little bit out of the purview of maybe the people who follow me online, they're a little bit more open to the idea that it isn't like a ideological war, and it is instead like, internet users versus like fucking, I don't know, our boomer parents or something like that,
Yeah.
Seems like people can kind of get on board with the idea when that's the war, a generational war perhaps.
Oh yeah. But when it's like slop tubers versus new iDubbbz, then losing
that's
battle.
a hard battle.
Yeah, losing battle.
Yeah, totally.
You're outnumbered. You're outgunned.
Yeah. I'm not gonna whip out the old slurs to fight back. My hands are tied, man. I ain't playing that game.
Just disengage. That seems like a. Have you been feeling that lately? Like I think I saw you talking about that. Just wanting to step out on drama style stuff a little bit.
Yes and no. Like, I always want to, again, I even said this in my apology many years ago now. I basically said, like, if, I've learned a lot of lessons. I've grown up quite a bit. But in that apology specifically, I said, like, if someone is, doing something, like, I absolutely reserve the right to defend myself. I'm still going to call people out if they're being shitty. And I've stayed true to that premise because, I think for me, it's like, how much do I care about a particular situation or person? And I think 99% of the time, it is easy enough to step away from the computer or, go carve some wood or whatever. But there are those instances where it's like, okay, people are saying things, this is affecting my real life or what have you. So sometimes it is appropriate to engage fully.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know, there's people do commentary about like your personal life, your relationship. That seems like that would be just a really bad experience all around. It happening so consistently, right?
Yeah, definitely. We're fairly used to it, but we've been together for 10 years. And, we were on the internet since we first started dating. So, it's been a lot. I think, it's hard to say, like, how much more involved people can get. It's probably hit, like, a critical mass in that way. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to not give it too much attention because it's just whatever. Like, people have their ideas and avatars of, like, what we are, what Anissa and I are. And, it's fun. It's like they're playing dolls, basically. We're their little virtual dolls.
Yeah. Just like yelling and screaming about, I don't know, a ghost of your past not being up to their fancy. It's a little obsessive, a little strange.
Yeah. Some of it's just they have some weird role playing. I'm like, I didn't even give any indication or Anissa that a particular thing is happening, but I'll come across random comments or whatever saying X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, I don't know where this started or what like chain of slop tubers like morphed something into this, but none of that is just like a weird fiction.
In some ways, I feel like that can be reassuring because you're seeing something that's so insane that there's no possible place in your mind that is like, did I say that? Did that happen? It's like, oh, somebody just completely made this up. Source, I made it up. And so, I mean, who really cares about what they're saying if it's just completely fabricated, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, it starts to get to the point where it's a bit more, you can start to interpret it as a bit more fun, where it's like, oh, it's far enough from the truth that, I don't have any, any weird feelings about it.
When you were sort of being, or when you have been criticized in the last few years, has there been times where it has kind of hit closer to home and it has made you kind of pause and think, or?
I think, I don't know. I honestly think maybe the creator clash stuff, just because it was something that I started doing. Like, I made creator clash sort of as a whatever thing. Like, it started out just as kind of an impulsive thing where I'm like, okay, no one's setting up this boxing event, I guess I have to be the one to do it. And it just kind of grew a little bit out of control, and there was a lot of like moving parts and other people involved. So I think all of the criticism around it, or a lot of the criticism around it, is like fairly warranted, but there's a lot more behind the scenes that like people are probably never going to be privy to. And that's, some of that's on me because I didn't end up putting a documentary out there to highlight these things. But to be honest, a lot of this shit is just like not interesting and stuff. So I think some criticism around creator clash is like, that certainly hits closer to home. And I wanted it to like, to like at least end it on a good note, but didn't end up going that way. I mean, although I will say, thankfully, even with the third one, with the help of Hassan and our small charity stream, we did end up raising, I think, a little over $200,000 even without an event happening. So yeah, I'm proud that we were able to raise a lot of money.
Yeah, that's awesome. You and Hassan, do you guys talk much?
Occasionally. We'll text. He's not really much of a communicator in that way. But it's like,
So I set the bike ride goal at 500,000 because I was waiting for him to text me back. So I didn't know if he was going to be okay with me showing up to his house. But
oh, yeah.
It
wasn't he?
In the promo for the stream, the goal was set to 500,000 that I would ride my bike to Hassan's house to ask him for more money. So it was like just a little bit, but I said it there because he didn't text me back. So, but he did.
Wait, where would you be riding your bike from?
San Diego. So it's like 120 miles. Yeah. So it was gonna be like a big marathon,
cool.
Like whatever stream, but we didn't make it. So now, unfortunately, now I don't have to ride 120 miles on a bike, which really sucks, guys.
Yeah. Well, there's always time to do another stream later in the year.
That's true.
With new goals.
Mm-hmm.
And, it doesn't have to involve riding a bike. It could, be paintball gun, rat traps. It could be all sorts of cool stuff.
Woodworking. I could make a box. Wait, hold on.
I'm
getting an Amber Alert. I'm so sorry.
Oh, nice. Oh, no, that's actually not nice. That's bad.
Can you guys hear that?
No, we can't hear it.
Okay. I just got a total Amber Alert. You were talking about... Hope they're okay.
I've been watching a lot of 90 Day Fiancé and Love on the Spectrum. You watch any of that?
I don't, but I was wanting to get into Love on the Spectrum. What's your takeaway?
Watch Love on the Spectrum. It'll make you believe in love again.
Really? Aww.
Yeah, it's such a good show, dude. It's so good. It's
That's my boy. I'm streaming from his place.
Yeah. This is the Roach Room.
No, you didn't hear that. What?
What, did you fart and then say you didn't hear that?
No, I was telling him because he's listening. So I was just telling him that you were talking shit about his house, and I mean, I'm staying here. Right. I don't want him to.
No, the roaches are good. It's actually like a.
I think there's like a.
It's.
Is a rat? Do you see the rat?
Oh no, where the? Oh yes. Okay, I see it now.
Or no, his alarm clock. I think.
Yeah.
I guess he uses that. I don't know. I've been in here so long, I just can't even tell the smell anymore. But yeah, people that watch this guy's fucking bullshit sucks, man. Watch Love on the Spectrum. Have you seen couples therapy? Like, I'm not talking about Paul Atreides and Chinese. We can't really relate that to our life as easily as something like a reality show. But I never watch them, so I'm excited to try it. That sounds like it'll be fun.
It's fun, the mundaneness of it, right? Because you're not even like, if you look away from the screen, don't worry, it's going to be recapped 5 minutes later. It's awesome for that, It's a second screen experience in some ways.
Beautiful. What time is it for you? Coffee?
8:55.
Wow.
It's mountain time.
What's your sleep schedule like?
Dude, I got old man sleep schedule. I go to bed at about like 10:30. Wake up at 7 a.m.
Hell yeah.
9 hours of sleep. It's beautiful.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Do you get up and go to the gym or like?
Yeah, I lift like 3 days a week, so I'm trying to bulk up right now. I wanted to reach 200 pounds by the time summer started, but we're already there. I'm only 190 now.
So
trying
the
to
cut
get super mega swole.
you gonna get swole and then cut, or just keep packing on?
Yeah. It's super easy for me to cut. I don't like food, so
Just
it'll be a piece of cake.
just not hungry?
I don't
Just your
know
whole
what
life?
it is, but yeah, I open a video game, I can just not eat for a long ass time. I start working on a video, eating isn't necessary. I was one of those losers who's like, yeah, maybe I'll try the Soylent or the Huel for a little while, you know? I don't want to waste time with putting something in the microwave. That's like too much time away from the computer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, microwave meals or even cooking a quesadilla or something, too much work.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, but I'm a married man, so I got to put a little bit more effort into, you know, crafting meals and dinners and stuff. I did a teriyaki chicken a couple weeks ago. I'm still riding on that high.
Oh, nice. Yeah. A cooked meal, I mean, that's like, I'm just starting to get into that. And it's like, I mean, finding a recipe, finding something that is good and like pretty easy and cheap to make, and then just running it back over and over again until it's like locked in. But the first few times you eat it, you're like, it's like, I don't know, like baked lentils with some sauce. It's just super simple. And you're like, this is the greatest meal anyone's ever had. It's so good. It's perfect because you made it yourself. But then, yeah, I mean, some days it's just like, let me get one of those bug bars from Snowpiercer or something. Like, just, I don't know, straight Bear Bells. Like
Snowpiercer reference is crazy.
Yeah, bro. I haven't seen that movie in forever, but you know, those jellies. Like, I have something like that sometimes before I play tennis, like those Gatorade gels. But they the products now for easy eating are just too delicious. Like protein stuff, I feel like.
But yeah, that's it for my PSAs. Yeah, that's it.
That's good. People take away some health facts and health information, and hopefully improve their lives. Public health. That's a whole study.
We love the public.
Thank you, public.
Big shout out to the public.
To the masses, the unwashed masses. If it weren't for them,
thanks, unwashed masses, for being here. Ooh, unwashed mass is that's gross, dude. That sounds so nasty.
An unwashed mass of people.
Username. No, like an unwashed, like, don't they call that, like, when you have like a tumor or something, they call it like a mass?
Like like a growth. Yeah, we found a mass in your. We found a mass in your rectum, and it's unwashed. Probably get that washed.
Yeah, I like that. I'm sorry, I'm looking at your chat for the first time. Your mass is unwashed. iDubbbz, show the box.
Yeah, let's see that box,
brother.
You get it.
I also have a lid for it, but I didn't size the lid before making it, so it doesn't fit on there. But my professor said, don't worry, sign up for the next season of wood shop, and we'll figure it out together, brother.
That's how they get you. And then to get the key for the box, you got to sign up for the next course.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for showing up, and thanks everyone for supporting Noah's fundraiser. You do not deserve to go through this financial torture and torment.
Yeah, man, it sucks, but I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you coming to help out, and we'll get through it. I think a lot of people are down to support, and I don't know. Sometimes good things come from bad things, so you never know. Like this.
I totally agree.
Great chat.
Of course. Yeah, anytime you want me on, we can do another fundraiser, or we can play maybe one of the Fortnite game modes, perhaps.
Hell yeah, I love Fortnite gaming. Sounds good, brother.
All right. Bye.
Have a good night. So amazing. What a lovely, delightful chat. That was so funny. He was like, yeah, I've been getting into smiling and laughing and eating and eating from the fruits from the Garden of Eden and watching happiness on a screen. So good. I love when I hear about people living life like that. Beautiful. All right, well, I owe you guys a sleep stream, a meal stream, and Brat's makeup. Can we do it tonight? It's possible. I think we can. How was the chat during that? I only caught a little bit of it. Were people being freaks? Any clippable moments? I thought that was fun showing him my rat. I don't think that was probably better than last year's chat, because I feel like I was tired this time, but this time we got to talk about something. I don't even remember what we talked about last time. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let's see where we're at with stuff.
Yeah, that's good. I support it. But now I'm going to pee.
An empathy enjoyer.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.